doing well. I mean, they had a good front, and I believe that we have a great unit as well. And I feel like it was just good on good, and they played well that day, and we learned a lot after like watching the film and like during the game. I feel like those things right now are things that we're sort of dealing with just within our unit right now. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you play offensive line, it's not really about the 5 star, the 4 star, the 3 star. Like you can see that here, or at a lot of guys are playing in the pros. It doesn't really matter. It like more so matters. I feel like when you play in the trenches, whether you're an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman, it's really physical. And you're playing against a lot of seniors and juniors who are 22, 20, they might be 23 years old. Might be a fifth or sixth year. So I feel like it's a developmental spot, regardless of how you come in ranked. It takes a lot of time to get ready physically to play the amount of games. I mean, I feel like the guys that are coming in are really smart guys. I feel like even for me, like when I came in, I had to get my mind right that college is not like high school. So I mean, you can go against a guy who might have a whole family, So I feel like those guys know that, especially when you play at a level like Ohio State. So I mean, just being patient and just realizing that the last game you just played was against a high schooler. Probably had a math class the day right before we played you that night on Friday. So just being patient. I mean, it's like really cool. I feel like that's what this is all about. I feel like that's what like a pro of all the attention, all the like media involvement that goes into football is that you have a lot of eyes on you and you have a lot of attention. So it's just really cool to be able to use some of that when we're off the field to inspire other people just to give back into the community. So I feel like that means more than just a game of football being able to impact, even if it's a couple lives, that's a lot. So. Right. I mean, like we work on it every day, and I have to give a lot of credit to my mom and to really everybody that's behind the scenes that's helping and keeping it going while I'm watching film, while I'm in a meeting room, while I'm trying to get my body ready for a game. So it's definitely more than just me, and I feel like the team is just that makes it possible, especially during the season. hmm I mean, right. I mean, like the holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving are definitely like, really important for families and especially for little kids so they can still experience the joy of that day. But as we continue to grow and stuff like that, It's like we'd like to be able to do it even on the non-holiday periods, just to be able to keep it sort of like a year-round helping and involvement. And even if it's not always just donating or giving, it's just spending time, shaking hands, hanging out with people. So, like, that'd be cool.
Harris, how has the loss to Michigan motivated you guys during World Cup?
I feel like it's just honestly, I feel like if you take any loss at all, I feel like that next week, that next game, regardless of who the opponent is, you have to take a step back and you reevaluate, and you're just way more motivated to go into the next game. And I feel like with this being a rivalry game, it's just that much more motivation. So, I mean, I feel like it didn't really take much extra talking in order to feel motivated after a game like that.
Do you expect like the score will be up like this off season, like, or is it just something you kind of like internalizing now?
Oh no, no, like this, like really everything. I feel like what we would do as a team this off season, that would be on our minds every day. Like I don't think there will be a day where that's not in the back of our minds. At least for me personally, and I just know for the guys up front on the offensive line, like that's gonna stay with us.
Have you noticed like some of the comments like Michigan folks have made, like even like Desmond Howard during like the Heisman ceremony?
I really don't
Talking
pay
about
attention to
the
anybody
loss.
that's not on the field that's talking about the game for or against us.
Harris, how has the name, image, and likeness stuff worked out for you? I know you're doing charity things. Is it been what you expected? Like how have you kind of been working that out?
I feel like it's been, like what I've expected in terms of, I'm just trying to take it really slow. And, I feel like a lot of people, they have like managers and this and that and it's like making it seem like it's a whole lot. But I have my mom doing everything, so it's very chill, at least for me. So it's just been taking my time with it.
Have you repped at tackle at all in full practice so far?
I haven't.
Are you excited that this might be your last game playing guard? Like, are you excited to play tackle?
Yeah, yeah, I am. Yeah, I definitely am. I am. It's been a while since I've been out there and in practice, but I'm definitely excited to take that step.
Is this
When that happens.
is this one of those things where you don't get to practice it on the field, so you're like in your apartment, like taking your kick steps, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get it going? Like,
yeah. Sometimes I do it in the hallway, for fun, I
you
guess.
you were willing to do whatever you needed to do to play. You played guard, played it for 12 games. You're gonna play it for the 13s.
Hmm.
But like the idea of playing tackle was becoming a first round pick at tackle is like I know that's a goal of yours.
Hmm.
To finally be able to get there, like I guess in hindsight, did you like playing guard? Do you think it was a worthwhile experience, or would you have preferred to develop a tackle and be able to go into next year being one of the top returning tackles in the country rather than one of the top first time starting tackles in the country?
Hmm.
What's your mindset right now about that?
I feel like like looking back before this season, if I would have had to choose, I would have chose to be a tackle and then to come back and return and be one of the best tackles to come back. But I feel like where I'm at right now, I feel like I can't really trade the things that I've learned being at guard. I feel like learning to be a great guard for my tackle, so I know what he wants will help me be a great tackle next year. So I can look at my guard and be okay. I know you can give me on this play. I know you can't. What's realistic? What's hard for you? So I feel like it'll just make me I'll just work better with my guard. I already have been in that situation. So
So before this year, did you have unrealistic expectations for what a guard could do with 12 games?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I thought a guard could just do everything, anything that I needed a guard to do, in practice, and it just made it easy when you had like Wyatt Davis next to you for some reps, and so. But like now, I mean, I definitely came in because even in high school, I didn't know what a guard really did. So I feel like I have a appreciation for what guards do, and centers too. But like so, I
You
feel
want to play
like
center? Is that what you're saying?
what'd you
You
say?
want to play center? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think Luke has that one.
So I keep going, I guess. When you think about becoming a tackle, what's the biggest step that you're going to have to take? Like, what's tackle, then you went to guard. Like, what's the biggest adjustment you're going to have to make with that mindset going into spring ball, but still right now focusing on what you need to do at guard in the Rose Bowl?
I feel like right now I sort of shifted. Well, I wouldn't say shift, but like maintain my mindset is that I can't really constantly have my mind on because like you said, I took a little bit of time to think, okay, what are the things I need to work on to be a great tackle, but I can't focus on that right now at all in the slightest because I'm playing guard in the Rose Bowl. So there's no need for me to think about like what can I do, what can I work on, because it's not over yet, and I still want to have a great game of guard. So it's all about what can I do to be the best guard for my teammates in that game. So when that time comes, I'll have to reevaluate, but I haven't been in that stance in a minute. So I feel like when that time comes, then I'll figure it out of the things I need to work on specifically.
Are there specific things that you can take from kind of playing guard and maybe incorporating that into maybe being a better tackle too? Maybe in terms of technique or something?
I would feel like technique, especially, and I feel like the biggest thing in guard is that time and space. Like in pass pro, I feel like at guard, you have your center with you, so you always have inside help versus at tackle, you're always on an island. So I feel like, being able to use that to your advantage. But I feel like the times where you're by yourself, if your hand gets swiped right then and there, the pass play is done. Versus at guard, you can get swiped and you can keep going. It could be a hand fight because you have time and space. So I feel like being used to that, going back to tackle, and having time and space on my side, I feel like would be like really fun to get back to. I'm going against guys that are 300 pounds plus every play. I'm sure going against a guy that's 280 might be really fun, when that time comes. So.
You caught Hutchinson on a couple snaps.
Mhm.
Didn't you?
I think once or twice.
Held your own, right?
Hmm.
I mean, is that like a moment? That guy's like might be the #1 pick in the NFL draft at defensive end. No, but that was the blocking assignments changed.
Hmm.
You were there as a guard, but you were blocking the best defensive end in the country one-on-one. I don't know. Is that like a little snapshot of what life might be like for you next year? How you'll handle your business against those DNs?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, it was only one play, so I feel like it's hard to compare it to what our tackles, like they had them every play, and I only went against them one play on a pass play where we slid out to him. But yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it, just to go against, with those type of edge rushers in the Big Ten. So
What's your weight right now?
315,
And did you have to change physically at all for guard versus tackle?
I did. Last season, I was about 308,
Okay.
and I had to get to 315 to play guard.
What do you think the tackle next year?
Um,
Okay, or would you like to get a little under that?
I feel like maybe a space in between would be cool, but I mean that's something I'm probably gonna talk to Coach Mick about, to figure that out because I know whatever he says is the best way, that's what I'm gonna go with. So
You got to keep your quickness.
right, right.
Anything else for Paris? All right, Paris, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Paris.